Back in 2022, a video game was released that revolutionized gaming. It truly spearheaded what is possible in the 9th generation of consoles, and finally spurred me to purchase a Series X and jump in fully to the 9th generation of gaming. Now that game is, of course, the amazing, the incredible Goat Simulator 3. Don't laugh. This is serious. I am going to tell you why Goat Simulator 3 is a great game, and when this review is over, you'll know. You'll know. Now, this game is best described as an open-world sandbox-styled experience. Now, in Goat Simulator 3, you explore the world of San Angora. I guess it's basically one big city called San Angora, kind of like San Andreas in the GTA game, San Andreas. And this place is composed of about 5 or 6 areas with names like Suburbsville and Downtown and Gothenburg. And as you explore these regions, you'll find things ranging from pastoral environments with a lot of lush greenery and a little bit of wildlife, a few other animals like pigs and a few other goats, but mostly you'll be finding human civilization, and you'll be irritating and assaulting people going about their daily lives and having a great time doing it. That's what this game is all about. You can go and headbutt them, you can lick them and drag them around after you lick them, because you can basically drag things around with your tongue as a goat in this game. Now is a good time to get into controls. So I played on Series X. Here's my Series X controller. And the controls are like this. A is jump. B is the ba button. It just literally makes your goat go ba. And you can startle people if you do that. It's kind of fun. X licks people. Press X again to unattach them from your tongue. Y is used to grind on rails like you would in a Tony Hawk game. You can do some freestyle tricks. Your goat grinds like a skateboarder on rails, or a snowboarder might jib, you know, that sort of thing. Freestyle tricks. You can do 360s and flips as you mount a rail, or in between rails. You could jump from one rail to the other, just like a Tony Hawk game. It's pretty sick. And, of course, camera controls with the right stick. Left stick moves. Bumper buttons. So this right button is going to kick things or headbutt things. And right bumper is going to control special abilities that some things that your goat can wear in your wardrobe will confer. Some things that you can wear confer special abilities. Things like the Death Ray bands, which can shoot laser beams out of your goat's eyes, or various items that can give you the power of flight. There's just a ton. There are a ton of different abilities linked to the things you can equip in this game. It's quite amazing. And then you have the left bumper, which is used for engaging or disengaging ragdoll mode. Your goat goes limp, and you can just not do much other than roll around. If ragdoll mode is not engaged, you can use this other left bumper button to engage the ability to flip around. So you'd hold this down and then move the control stick to flip around in the air. Really only for aerial tricks. These are advanced Goat Simulator controls that I'm telling you about, but now you know everything. Controls work great. It was so easy while I was playing this game to just get distracted from whatever quest or instinct I was trying to complete, because the world is just so inviting to cause chaos in. You can be on your way somewhere across the environment, and you'll see a person and want to just headbutt them, or fire a firework at them and cause them to blow up and shoot into the sky. You can do things like this and get distracted from what you were trying to do initially. But the great thing is, in doing the distracting things, usually you just end up accomplishing and completing other quests and instincts, so you make progress regardless. It's a very organic experience playing this game. The game is well designed to align the player's urges that arise naturally as you play with the objectives that move you towards the end of the game. So, superb game design, really. Now, graphics-wise, the game is gorgeous. I can't think of a much better game to introduce me to the power of the 9th generation of game consoles. The environments are beautiful to look at. Trees, water, everything. It looks great. Shadows. Also, the frame rate is pretty good. A pretty smooth, like, close to 60 FPS was held most of the time I played. And even when I caused a lot, and I mean a lot, of chaos, it didn't drop too many frames. It was pretty stable. I was impressed. Audio-wise, sound effects are great. As you're causing carnage, it sounds like you're causing carnage. And simple music tracks are in this game. It's not a big soundtrack, maybe just one track for each of the 5 or 6 regions you explore and not much else. Although, one caveat to that is there's a one goat band item, which is a drum set that your goat wears on its back. And if you turn that on with the right bumper, you can access a few little drum beats that will play over the in-game music. So a little expansion of the soundtrack there. Now, very much like in a Grand Theft Auto game, in Goat Simulator 3, you can hijack a vehicle. It's as simple as walking up to it and just pressing the Y button. And then you can drive around in either a passenger car or a police car or a fire truck, any vehicle you can find. You can even at one point construct your own vehicle from scratch and then go drive around in that. That's fun. And amazingly, you can even hold down the hijacking button to get into the passenger side, and then whoever's in the vehicle driving it will just drive around with your goat as a passenger. And they'll just drive around the city with you just baaing and being a nuisance in the passenger seat. It's pretty fun. Pretty funny. And in addition to being able to cause all this chaos, you could also just actually realistically simulate a goat. If you want to just act like a normal goat and go baa at things, occasionally lick a person and scramble up rocky cliffs, you can do that. You can just act like a normal goat. That's what's great about Goat Simulator 3. It puts the power in the gamer's hands. You play this game how you want to play, and no two people are going to play this game the same. The infinite possibilities unlocked by the sheer number of combinations of abilities your equipment offers your goat ensures that that unique experience is going to be intact. And I have only just started scratching the surface of what can be done in Goat Simulator 3. That's what's so exciting about this game. That's what's so revolutionary. Okay? I want to highlight this. Possibilities are important in games. Giving you the ability to use your mind. To use your mind. To cause as much crazy chaos as possible. You get in what you put out in Goat Simulator 3. Truly. So the objectives in Goat Simulator 3 consist of quests, which are more involved tasks, the most involved tasks in the game at least. And You might have to think a little outside the box to figure out how to beat some quests. There'll be a little clue given to you usually, but you'll generally have to figure out what you're supposed to do, and oftentimes it'll be simpler and more fun than you first think. And then there are instincts, which are smaller little tasks you complete, and those can be anything from firing fish at 15 people, or jumping on a trampoline multiple times in a row. Just various little things a goat would do for fun, cause chaos. And you unlock more of these objectives as you explore the world. There are little shrines that will give you access to more abilities, and you'll also naturally come upon items that are equipable that give your goat various abilities. And those abilities, superb. The different abilities really unlock unlimited ability to cause carnage in this game. And for the creative individual who is naughty and likes messing stuff up, you're gonna have a good time. Also, the game has quite a few little secrets hidden away in its world. If you explore these environments real thoroughly, you'll stumble upon weird little sub-regions inside some of the buildings or in sewers. You'll come upon some quite entertaining references to other video games or movies, or just pop culture in general. Now there is a final boss. There is a final boss in Goat Simulator 3. There aren't really any other bosses leading up to that one. But as you complete quests and instincts in the game, you'll eventually level up your Illuminati rank, and your goat castle will be upgraded. The goat castle is just this little, like, base where you go to, I don't know the point, to be honest. There are a lot of funny decorations and some goat underlings that will worship you when you go in there. Took me 24 hours to unlock the final boss. I spent a full day playing Goat Simulator 3, and it was worth every moment. And it's a really good final boss in this game. It's a final boss that will require you to use strategy, and it will require you to draw on all of your goat abilities that your various equipable items confer upon your goat. I found myself seeing the game over screen multiple times until I used the right items that gave me the right abilities to beat the boss at the end of this game. So that's good. At the end of the day, what really makes a game valuable and good, what makes it good, is the ability to do things that you can't do in any other game. A unique experience is what's lacking from too many of today's games. So what can you do in Goat Simulator 3 that you can't do in any other game? Well, let me show you. You can do this. Or you can do this. And if you're clever and crazy enough, you can do this. You can even do this. And I'm quite confident you've never done this in a game.
Get down.
And if you really have an appetite for destruction, carnage, and chaos, you could do this. I know what you're thinking. Why does a goat need that many basketballs? Wait. You'll find out. Not enough yet. Here's why I needed those basketballs. This is actually the only Series X game that I own thus far. No other game tempted me as much as Goat Simulator 3 did, and 24 hours later, 24 hours of pure fun and laughter later, I have zero regrets. Zero regrets about playing this game and owning this game. It won me over thoroughly, and made me fall more in love with it the more I played it. And that is a sign of good game design. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Go fire up your gaming machine and cause carnage as a goat. Believe me, it's worth it.
This is just a game, and you've been sitting here for 4 minutes thinking about you might get a little surprise, a little trophy for your wonderful game, a little token that you might be waiting for, spending so much time on this unique little thing. I don't know, because nothing matters. It doesn't matter what you will get at the end. You might get nothing, you might get everything.